So we got this lead in today from a seller, supposedly, right? It was a PPC lead, which is Google AdWords, and they called in, but it's actually a wholesaler. So check out this conversation because this guy is completely clueless. But listen to the conversation. Hello.
I just spoke with you on the phone.
Yep.
Okay, who am I speaking with?
My name is Graylan.
Graylan. Okay, and you are?
I work with Home Buyer for Cash. What can I do for you?
Okay. Okay, I think I just was talking to you.
Yeah, you were.
Now, okay, so if the house was estimated at $88,000, what questions did you have for me?
What makes you think it's estimated at $88,000?
Because that's what the estimate is.
Based on what? Based on who?
Based on the website. Based on Google.
So the house is for sale for $88,000. What you're saying? Right?
Okay.
So
you're looking for a real estate agent?
Am I looking for a real estate agent? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
No.
So what was the reason that you called it?
I was just calling you back. You submitted a form on our website and you tried to call us, so I called you back. So on the form, it just asked general information. So I'm calling you back, first of all, because I missed your call, but secondly, because I need to really know the details of the property. Obviously, the beds, baths, square footage, all that stuff is common knowledge that anybody can Google and look online, right? But I need to know specific things. So you told me it's vacant and it's boarded up, which is good. But I need to know, like, is the condition of the property, obviously it's boarded up, so it probably needs a lot of work, I'm assuming. But what specific work? Do you have any idea? Have you ever been inside of the house?
No.
Okay. So
that's why I say I'm wholesaling.
Right, I understand.
It's almost like auction.
Yeah, I know what wholesaling is. We wholesale a lot of properties as well. So just to give you a tip, if you want to be successful in wholesaling, first you need to actually access the property so you can get a ton of pictures, and a walkthrough video would be perfect.
They get the pictures and everything up on on Google. Now, if you're the homeowner and you're looking for a real estate agent, you ain't said that yet.
I'm not looking for a real estate agent. We buy houses for cash, okay? We wholesale some of them. We buy some of them to fix up and flip, and we buy some to fix up and keep as rentals, okay? I'm just trying to help you out because you said you're a wholesaler, and I can tell that it's obvious that you're new, so I'm trying to give you some tips. My time is valuable, but I'm trying to give it to you for free because you came into my system, right? So don't rely on anything you find on the internet. They're not selling the house for you. You're trying to sell it, right? So the 4 pictures online are not enough. So if you really want to succeed...
You got some more?
Do I what?
You got some more?
More what?
Pictures.
Well, there's 4 that I see online, but that's not enough pictures, okay? So when you're wholesaling a house, obviously, you want to get a good picture of the front, a good picture of both sides from the corner angle, a picture of the back, the yard. But not only that, that's just the outside, but you also want, like, pictures of the utilities, if possible, you know, like the meters on the wall and the electrical panel. Some houses have them on the outside, some on the inside. And you'll want to take pictures of the HVAC unit if they have one, you know, the condenser, the air conditioner. This house is older, so it probably doesn't have it, I'm assuming. But the biggest thing is you'll want pictures of the inside of every single room, several angles of each room. And also, you know, you want to show a walkthrough video going through the entire property to show potential buyers so that they can just look at it and buy sight unseen. Nobody can buy anything sight unseen if they don't have good walkthrough video and get pictures. And also,
Yeah, I ain't into that part of it though, because I don't got no time for nothing to come up missing or nothing like that.
yeah,
And be looked at. I ain't got time for that. That's why I'd rather just wholesale it how I did.
I hear you.
I found the property.
But if you want to succeed in wholesaling, that's not how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no free money out
So
there.
you,
Everything takes work.
Buy some in the multitude.
Say it again.
Because I got more than two.
Well, it sounds like you're locking up deals that you shouldn't lock up because you don't really know what you're doing yet. So that's why I'm trying to help you so that you can succeed in this. Because just locking up houses is easy, right? Getting them at the right price is what is important. But not only that, if you want to,
is really cheap for real because the principal and interest rate, it really don't matter. The principle of having the house is the fact that the house is built on land. The interest is like finding, like what I'm doing by me and you talking on the phone or me putting in the footwork. That's the labor. That's what interest is. But the homeowner's insurance and the property taxes is really what the house costs.
okay, all of that.
12.2%. That's what I'm saying. A house gets sold for so much, but it really ain't that much.
I hear you talking, but it's not making sense. Half of what you said is not true, and the other half is completely irrelevant. So if you want to know how to do this, I can help you. Otherwise, we can just end our conversation, move on down the road.
You ain't the homeowner, though.
The homeowner? Of course I'm not the homeowner. You're calling me about this property. You filled out a form on our website trying to sell this property because you're a wholesaler. But what I'm telling you is...
Okay, so by me filling out the form, that shows that I took the steps to get the job done to actually sell the house. And by you calling me back shows that I did the right thing.
Okay, I hear you, but I'm calling you back to get more information.
If y'all buy houses, then that really should be the only thing we need to be talking about is if you're going to buy the house.
You're right, Terrence. But you know what else? How can I buy a house if I don't know anything about it? That's why I'm asking you questions. I'm telling you right now, I'm not the buyer for this house, but you're trying to wholesale it, and I'm trying to help you out. I can tell you how to wholesale houses. We wholesale over 10 houses a month, nationwide.
Hey, so look.
So I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to teach you how to do this correctly so you can succeed in this. Because the way you're doing it, you're never going to sell anything. The way you're doing it, you're never going to sell a house. You're never going to get a check. So I can help you.
I'm supposed to be meeting somebody at like 11:30, or somebody supposed to be calling me at like 11:30. But you called before tomorrow, so that was like a partnership or something like that. So to get the house sold, what more is it to it? It's to it. All the information was answered on the website.
No. Sure, you answered the basic questions, 3 or 4 questions, of course.
Okay.
I'm trying to tell you, but you just keep stopping me, interrupting me. So, do you want me to teach you how to do this, or do you just want to figure this out on your own? Because I'm telling you right now, I'm one of the biggest wholesalers in the nation, and I can help you.
You said what?
I'm telling you right now, I'm one of the biggest wholesalers in the nation, and I can help you.
I mean, that sounds good, but Chase Bank just spent $1 billion on hundreds of houses.
Okay, what does Chase Bank have to do with wholesaling? Answer that.
He said what?
What does Chase Bank have to do anything with wholesaling?
That's what they did.
Who cares? You're trying to wholesale a house, and I'm trying to teach you how to do it.
How are we getting to the job then? How are we getting to this money?
What? Do you want to know how to wholesale a house properly?
When that's like a 60-40 deal.
What are you talking about?
It's like a 60-40 deal.
What are you talking about? What's a 60-40 deal?
The price of the house. Okay, if the house going for $88,000, and then the 12.2%, which is the cost of the labor, that's really the principal and interest, is 12.2%. That's $13,000 some change.
Terrence, can I ask you a question?
Huh?
Can I ask you a question?
All right.
Where did you learn how to do what you're doing?
Do
Where did you learn this whole process of what you're doing? Was it from a friend?
No.
YouTube?
I know you ain't ever read no. You know how to read?
Yeah. I'm asking you this question because you're talking about this 12% or whatever this is, and all this stuff that you're saying doesn't make sense.
2%.
Okay. That doesn't make sense.
That's called the property in the property taxes and homeowners insurance. Now that gets deducted if you buy in the house straight cash. But if I'm selling the house, then it gets added on, that 12.2%.
Do you know what that's actually called?
What?
That's called that you have no clue what you're talking about. Because none of that stuff makes sense or matters. If you would like, I can break this down for you if you want to really know how to do this.
Huh?
You want to really know how to wholesale a house? I can break it down for you.
But, bruh, actions, I already know how to, bruh. I'm trying to
You
get
don't.
some action behind what I'm saying. I know what I'm talking about.
You've never gotten a check from wholesaling houses. I guarantee you that.
But I didn't got checked before, though.
No, you've never sold a house on wholesaling. Never.
You said what?
I know you've never sold a house wholesaling. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're talking about.
All it is getting money.
What?
All it really boils down to at the end of the day is getting money.
Okay, how are you going to get that money?
Shit, you called me like you was about to, bruh.
I didn't call you. You filled out a form on my website, and you called me, and I called you back to get some information. And I'm finding out that you have zero knowledge in this field. So I'm trying to give you my knowledge for free because I'm one of the biggest wholesalers in the country, and I'm offering my services for free. People pay me $10,000 to learn this.
Just because you read what you went to school for, that don't mean nothing. You're talking about you marketing yourself. That's what you're doing. If it comes down to that, that's all you're doing is marketing yourself due to the education that you had or have with real estate. I ain't on that part. I'm trying to get to the money part of it.
Right. But in order to get to the money, you got to put the work in and learn the process. If you don't learn it the right way, you're never going to get paid.
That's why you called. That's why I'm like, bro, what's up?
Dude, filling out a form is not doing anything. Knowing how to wholesale is completely different. And I'm trying to help you do it. You want me to break it down for you or not?
What do you need?
I'm going to teach you how to wholesale in about 30 seconds. I can teach you how to do it the right way if you actually listen.
30 seconds.
Yeah. Do you want to
30
know?
seconds of talking is what you're telling me.
What?
Is going to explain how to wholesale the whole house.
I'm going to teach you how to do it the right way, yeah. You know what the most important part about wholesaling? You know what the most important thing is that you have to get? Have you ever heard the term ARV?
ARV is that.
Have you ever heard that term?
Yeah.
Okay, that stands for after repair value, okay? So the most important step in wholesaling houses or being...
That's home renovation.
It's the after repair.
Does your house really need some work done in it?
Do you want to listen or do you want to just keep interrupting? Because I can teach you how this is done. And you can make a ton of money if you're good at it. But if you're not, you're going to keep spinning your wheels and wasting your time and other people's time.
All I got to do is... Let me tell you what I got to do?
Sure.
So on that part, as far as you talking about what it look like on the inside or what you say it stand for?
After repair value. That means after the house is completely remodeled.
Restoration. That's paint, laying tile, and all that.
It's everything.
That's different.
It's everything. It's the foundation, the roof, the HVAC, the electrical, the plumbing.
Who said I was trying to do all that, though?
You're not. But you need to know those numbers. That's how you make money. The after repair value is the most important step in wholesaling.
That 100,000 is gonna probably get bust down and split up between the workers and
Terrence.
the real estate, for real, the real estate agent. Like I don't know.
Terrence.
Yeah.
Just admit that you're clueless on this subject. It's okay. Everybody starts somewhere. I'm trying to teach you how to do this. So what your first step is is to find out the actual ARV of the property. And the way you do that is you find like properties in the exact area this house is and what they sold for with fully renovated, okay? For example, if this house is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,500 square feet, you're going to look at all the other houses. You can look on Zillow, you can look on Redfin, you can look on Realtor.com, you can look on the county assessor. Wherever you look, you don't have to have a license to do this, but you want to look at all the properties that are similar. So you're going to look at all the other 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom houses that are close to 1,500 square foot. Maybe you can go down to 13, up to 17. You're going to find out what the average square foot was sold. This is a perfect house, fully renovated, top of the line, everything, right?
Yeah, but you know, if you, with the ARV and the labor that's going to be due is basically going to go into the square foot of the house itself. Like, they say $87 an hour.
Terrence, just let me help you.
I know that part too. I ain't even on that shit. I'm trying to just sell the house though.
But you don't know what you're doing. So I'm trying to help you. But you keep interrupting. After you find the ARV, what the house is worth, after somebody already puts all the money into it to fix it up, okay? That's the ARV. Now the ARV, you want to multiply by 70%. Because your end buyer that you're looking for is willing to pay up to 70%, okay? For example,
70% of what?
Of the ARV. For example, let's say the house in perfect condition, fully renovated, is worth $200,000. You're going to multiply by 0.7, okay? That's going to give you $140,000. So that's your starting point. That $60,000 buffer is your buyer's profit, okay? So you're starting at 140. You follow me? Now, you're going to say, okay. What?
Did you hear the amount that I just said? You talking about 60,000? That's to everybody else. I'm getting my cut out of it. I don't know what your cut is, but if yours is above 10,000 for real, is probably what I said, 13. It was like 13,400 or something. And I'm splitting it, but it's a 60-40 deal. Because the rest of that 60-some thousand or whatever, that got to go to the labor that's going into the house if ain't none went into it. That got to go to the workers. And then after that, the owner gets the rest of the money. He get the back end for it. He get paid last.
Sounds like you don't want to learn.
This shit crazy.
You get the ARV, multiply by 0.7, subtract the repair cost, then subtract what you want to make, and that's the price you need to lock it up with.
So 140,000 out of 88,000, 140,000.
You're not listening. Nobody cares about this 88. This is hypothetical, okay? This is hypothetical. Let's say the house in perfect condition.
50,000 is what you're talking about. Okay, hypothetical. Hypothetically, though. You can finish.
Okay, hypothetical. Let's say this house.
Out of 60,000, we getting 13,000.
No, listen, hold on. Let's say the house in perfect condition is worth 200,000. That means whoever ends up buying it, they put all the money into it to fix it up into 2023 standards, okay? So it's worth 200,000. So let's just say that. Right now, it's a piece of crap. Boarded up dump, right? But let's say after somebody fixes... Hold on, bro. Let me explain this. It's all going to come together if you just listen. So 200,000 multiplied by 0.7, that gives you 140,000, okay? The end buyer, that's their 60,000 profit that they can make after they fix it up, okay? So 140,000. Now we want to subtract the repair cost. If you don't know what the repair costs are, you can just figure it out, you know. You have to do a little bit of homework on that, but let's just say it's 50,000 to make. Let's just say it's 50,000 to make numbers easy, okay? So from that 140, we're going to subtract 50. Now we're down to 90. And now let's say, hold on. Now we're down to 90. Let's say that you want to make $10,000. So now we're going to subtract 10. So now you're down to 80. That means 80,000 is your maximum offer that you're going to offer the seller, right? But if you get it for 70, then you've got 20,000 built in for yourself. Okay? So if you're buying it for 80, you can now sell this property for 90 because the end buyer is going to pay 90, then they're going to put the 50 into it. That brings them to 140, and now they have their spread built in from 140 to 200. Does that make sense?
I mean, yeah, but I'm just trying to get that little 7,000 off, and you was gonna get like 6,000 or something. I told you it was like 13,000, but you, cause I don't know what you got going on, Chief, but it's like that 140,000 is in your hair. I ain't even say that. You probably get more than 6,000. You probably get a little bit more, but that ain't what I'm into. I'm trying to get this 7,000 real quick so I can go buy a house.
I understand. But if you're trying to sell this house for whatever it is, you need to know what the ARV is, because your buyers want to know that. What do you say? What is your estimated ARV, right? And the buyers also, all the buyers are also going to want to know what type of repairs are needed, and they can sure they can figure out how much those are. But it's a good idea for you to have an estimate, so you have a good idea of what your offer can even be, so you can know what you can even sell it at. Because if you don't know all these numbers, then you're not going to make any money. I mean, we make about $20,000 on every wholesale deal because we know what we're doing. It's all about numbers.
I don't got no problem with making the money. It's about saving the money. And by saving, I mean collecting. Money in hand versus an idea is two different things.
Well, it sounds like you're not willing to actually listen or learn. So good luck to you. I hope you can figure this out. But in the meantime, you're doing a lot of sellers a disservice by locking up contracts when you probably can't sell them. So I would suggest really learning what you're doing. What'd you say?
If you call me though.
No, I didn't call you. I called you back.
No, I returned your call. You right, I returned your call. So I would you wasn't supposed to call me on this one unless you were really talking about getting some money. And you just called to just be nosy. I know what I'm doing.
You don't.
So you have a nice day.
You too. Good luck to you.